Country over party. Former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney and the son of the late Republican Senator John McCain officially endorsing Kamala Harris for president as Russia works once again to elect Donald Trump. Welcome to the No Spin Zone. Graphs Grievances starts right now. The Justice Department cracking down on Russian efforts to once again help elect Donald Trump president of the United States. Attorney General Merrick Garland making clear that he will not tolerate attempts by authoritarian regimes, including Russia, to exploit our democratic systems of government. In a new 32-page federal indictment, the DOJ accusing Russia of a multi-million-dollar money laundering operation to sow political divisions in the United States. Allegedly, Russia paying well-known conservative influencers in America to publish content on social media in favor of the Russian government's interests, including the war in Ukraine. Prosecutors saying the nearly 2,000 videos posted have gotten more than 16 million views on YouTube alone. One conservative influencer with 2.4 million followers allegedly getting $4,000 a month plus $100,000 signing bonus and performance incentives just for making 4 videos a week. Another commentator made $100,000 per video. To be clear, no one is paying me to make this video or any of the videos I've ever made. In the other action, the DOJ seizing more than 30 Moscow-based web domains the Kremlin allegedly used to spread propaganda and disinformation. The websites looked like authentic American news sites, but were actually created by Russia and designed to help elect Donald Trump by highlighting polarizing issues such as immigration, crime, and the war in Gaza. The Treasury and State Departments also announcing new sanctions on 10 Russian individuals and 2 Russian entities in response to, quote, Moscow's malign influence efforts targeting the 2020 U.S. presidential election. And if all of this sounds like deja vu, you're not wrong. U.S. intelligence concluded that in 2016, Russia interfered in America's presidential election to help Trump and sabotage Democrat Hillary Clinton. Russian trolls spreading disinformation online and disseminating stories using material hacked from Clinton's campaign. But unlike in 2016, at least so far, it appears that America's intel and legal agencies are not asleep at the switch, but instead aggressively confronting Russia publicly and privately as Putin tries once again to get his preferred candidate into the Oval Office. That candidate, of course, Donald Trump, not shy about expressing his love and admiration for Putin and his complete overhaul of the Republican Party orthodoxy on Russia. For decades, Republicans viewed Russia as an evil, evil empire. From Dwight D. Eisenhower to Richard Nixon to Ronald Reagan, Russia was America's biggest enemy, entirely untrustworthy, and a threat to freedom everywhere. But thanks to Trump, the Republican Party has become Russia's biggest supporter, working overtime to thwart President Biden's and Democrats' valiant efforts to help Ukraine in their fight against Russia's unprovoked invasion. The GOP's overnight conversion on Russia and Putin, just one example of Trump's assault on the Republican Party. Once synonymous with conservatism and freedom, the Republican Party is now a cult of Donald Trump with no values other than Trump's word is doctrine. And while the vast majority of Republicans have rather shockingly just accepted this totalitarian Trump takeover, some of the most notable names in Republican folklore have refused to go along and stood as a firm bulwark against Trump.
And as a conservative, as someone who believes in and cares about the Constitution, I have thought deeply about this. And because of the danger that Donald Trump poses, not only am I not voting for Donald Trump, but I will be voting for Kamala Harris in this election.
Former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney, yes, the daughter of former Republican Vice President Dick Cheney, endorsing Kamala Harris for president. Cheney making clear she is still a conservative, pro-gun, anti-abortion, and in favor of stronger national defense. But she is voting for Harris over Trump because Trump represents such an enormous threat to our Constitution and democratic republic. And Cheney isn't alone.
I care about my family. I care about equal rights of everyone in this country. I care about all this. And, you know, as much as I stayed as an independent, I decided that, you know, it was time to move on and do what I believe in. You know, the fact of the matter that he said it constantly is country first. You have to think about your country first. However that is, care about your country, care about how making it better. Not being divided, but being together as one to continue to be the greatest country in the world. I feel that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz embody a group of people that will help make this country better, that will take us forward. And that's really what matters at the end of the day, is, you know, voting with your heart, voting how you feel going forward, and that's how I feel.
First Lieutenant Jimmy McCain, the youngest son of the late Republican Senator John McCain, saying that he recently joined the Democratic Party and plans to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. McCain, who enlisted in the Marine Corps at age 17, citing Trump's visit to Arlington National Cemetery, where he filmed a campaign commercial in violation of a ban on partisan activity at Army installations. So there you have two patriots whose parents were a Republican vice president and a Republican presidential nominee, choosing to put aside their policy differences with Democrats and endorse Harris because Trump is not only a terrible person, but represents an existential threat to our democratic republic. And hopefully their action will inspire many other conservatives to do the same. Thank you for watching Graf's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share, and join me in the next one.